put in a gilded cage. From the beginning, then. Oh, never again, Dot. Never from the beginning.
Relive the first decade of Eastenders with the official BBC book available from bookshops and the BBC video, The Den and Angie Years.
When it's hard to communicate...
Why are we having this peculiar conversation?
Well, because sometimes you're peculiar.
And even harder to comprehend...
Why do women always get papers in such a mess?
Cheerio, then.
It can only mean one thing.
Living with 3 gorgeous women and Lionel still miserable.
As time goes by, Sunday at 7 on BBC1.
Saturday on BBC1 and at 5:45.
Who's this? Your Majesty.
Clark isn't the only one to leap into action at 6:15.
No comment for the press?
Gotcha! Not once, not twice, but 4 times. Then at 10 to 8, this week's lottery is a super draw with an estimated £12 million. And at 8:05...
I had an affair that ended, Charlie. It happens to everyone.
It was a bit more than an affair.
It's all happening this Saturday on BBC1.
Jeff Hamilton is ready to plant his early spring veg in Gardener's World on BBC2 now. Moral dilemmas about parenthood posed by Terry Wogan now on BBC1. Would you do the right thing?
Hello and welcome to Do the Right Thing, where you, the viewer, get the chance to scratch the itch of a ticklish dilemma by choosing the end of this program. So watch closely. Tonight's is a humdinger. How far would you go to help your child? Would you lie? Would you cheat? Would you steal? All will be revealed with the help of our celebrity panel. If celebrity is the word I'm looking for, in the shape of Gary Bushell, moral pundit, TV critic, journalist, at least that's what it says in his passport, Mariah McAlane, comedian, TV presenter, all-round saboteurs, and the voice of moral authority, pray be upstanding for his controversial honour, Judge Jim Pickles, our panel. Onwards and upwards. The first part of our dilemma sees a mother in distress. What's going to happen?
Catherine Harris could risk everything. Her job, her friends, her reputation, all for the sake of her son. Is it a risk worth taking? Every day when Simon leaves school, his mother arrives to start cleaning.
Hello, love. Do you want some chips ringing on the way back home, or are you going round to Kevin's?
No chance. I'm revising.
Oh, GCSEs in a fortnight.
Good luck. Oh, I need it.
Ah, Jeff, thanks for standing in at such short notice.
How is Donald?
Well, it's clear now he's not going to be back before next term. I think in the circumstances it'd be best if you took responsibility for handling the exam papers from now on.
Do I get extra pay?
That's something I'll have to take up with the governors. Right, here they are. This is the last lot to arrive. GCSEs and A-levels, all ready for a fortnight's time.
I heard they're going to be tough this year.
I have no idea. Now, as you know, they stay unopened in here until the day of each exam.
Seems simple enough.
Well, it's hardly Fort Knox, but it'll do. And now, if I'm not here for any reason, the key's kept in here.
Fine, no problem.
Right.
Simon tried his best, but he wasn't the brightest boy in the world. He stood a chance of getting maybe 4 GCSEs.
Hey, steady, less of that.
Oh, it's this maths. 23% in the mock, 21% in the trial paper last week. I'm just never going to pass.
Yeah, but you're good at geography. Mr. Aiken said so.
You need maths, Mum. Employers insist on it if you're going to get a half-decent job. I'm going to let you down and end up on the dole.
Well, look, is there anything I can do?
Forget it. Your maths is worse than mine. There's nothing anyone can do.
The key's kept in here. GCSEs and A-levels. It's hardly Fort Knox. It's hardly Fort Knox.
I'm going to fail maths and get some dead-end job as a result. It just isn't fair.
Well, it just isn't fair, is it? Simple Simon heading for failure, and all the while, his mum has the means to help him out. I hope you at home now are watching closely, because you make the final decision here. So, Gary Bushell, should she put her son out of his misery?
Oh, without a doubt, yes, Terry. Without hesitation, without a moment's hesitation. Have that exam paper, take it away.
You're speaking as a father here.
Of course, you
not just as an immoral person.
But, no, I tell you what I'd do. I'd take the exam paper and I'd read it myself. I wouldn't show it to Simon, poor simple Simon. I would keep it, but go over it, work out what he's going to have to answer questions on, and then prod him in the right direction.
And do you think that would make you a little less immoral if you did that?
Well, the end of dishonesty is all yours. You're not involving him in your, immoral activity.
That's a good point.
You'd probably take it and publish it in The Sun, wouldn't you, Gary? The answers or something.
Hey, what do you think?
I don't actually think she should take the paper. I think it doesn't matter that he's no good at maths, you know. He's a good-looking boy.
But it does matter. He won't get a job. He'll get a dead-end job.
He could be a Chippendale, you know. I don't think that parents should get that involved in that. You know, he's...
Oh, she can't help it. She's his mother.
Yeah, but I mean...
Are you a mother?
No, sadly, Terry,
well,
I'm
there
barren.
you are.
I'm barren and child.
Oh, no!
No, I think let him do what he does. I mean, there'll be other jobs, and it's probably going to work out for the best.
But it mightn't. It might wreck his life if he doesn't get the maths.
You would consign this poor boy to the scrap heap.
What, just because he doesn't get maths O-level?
He seems to think
How many O-levels have you got?
8.
Yeah, but at what grade? OK, Jim.
I'm really shocked at the thought that this lady should ruin everything. We don't know about her husband, the father of her son. Maybe he's in prison for stealing exam papers. I don't know.
So you're saying she shouldn't take the key and help her boy?
No, because it's ruin for her. If she's discovered, she loses her job. Her son is in peril, as if it comes out that he has used this exam paper and so on. Then
so you're saying the only worry is will I get caught or not?
It is wrong in itself, but it would also be disastrous as to consequences if she did it.
You see, an exam is not an end in itself. An exam result is really a means to an end.
She might spoil it for the son if she comes home with the exam result, and then he's got to look at it, hasn't he?
But you've got to give him the choice to say no.
You're saying yes.
You're not giving him the choice.
She should steal the papers. Maria, you're saying no.
I'm saying no. Get him a job as a cleaning boy, like his mum.
Judge Jim Pickles says taking the high moral ground as ever. No. OK? Thank you, panel. Your views are very clear, though. So what about the studio audience? What do you think? Just a minute, just a minute. God's sake, I'm sorry for waking you up. So you come sit on that side if you believe, yes, Catherine should take the exam paper and help her son. You sit over there under no for no, she shouldn't. I want you to take your positions, please, and vote with your feet. Even to the untrained eye, the heaving mass of the moral majority over there, and some people here who would steal from their grandmother. What's going to happen in the second part of our exam fever?
You're right, son. There's nothing I can do. Look, there's still a few days left. Some of it might sink in. Look, you can only do your best.
Not bad. Failed the maths.
Simon went back to school to resit his maths in November. He also started to apply for jobs.
It arrived, second post today.
Oh, it's from the leisure centre.
Oh, come on then, open it up. I've been on tenterhooks all day.
I got it. I got the job. Trainee. Brilliant.
You see, I knew you would.
Hold on. Maths. I've got to have maths. They teach you everything as trainee. Weights room, life-saving, the works. It'll be absolutely brilliant. But I'm going to blow it because I don't know the square root of pi.
Look, wait and see what happens in the recess.
Oh, get real, Mum. I just don't understand why. What does it matter if I haven't got GCSE maths? They've obviously decided I can do the job.
Look, it says in the letter, council requirements, all employees must have a passing maths with no exceptions.
Oh, it's just so unfair.
Run behind tonight. I've done mine.
Sorry, Ange. Honestly, my mind's all over the place.
Oh, Simon.
He's right. It's just not fair. 16 years old, the whole system's against him. I just feel so useless. I'm his mother. I'm supposed to help him, and there's nothing I can do. I'm letting him down.
It's not your fault, Kath.
I don't feel that way. I mean, there he is, slaving away. He's giving up football, everything. He revises every night. I don't know what else we can do. I can't afford any more private tuition. I've spent every last penny as it is. I mean, it can add up. Surely that's all he needs for a job in a leisure centre. Not this X equals Y stuff.
Stop worrying, Joyce. Claire's a bright girl. She'll pass the resit. Yes, I know. History's never been her strong point. Joyce, calm down. Listen. I had lunch the other day with someone from the examination board. No, Professor Doffman, he sets the questions. Listen. I've jotted down a few things. Tell her to concentrate on the relationship between Queen Elizabeth I and Mary, Queen of Scots, and study the effect of the Spanish Armada on Spain, not England. Have you got that? Spain. Listen, I better go. Yes. I'll see you on Sunday. Right. Bye. Oh, Mrs. Harris, if anyone wants me, I'll be back in 20 minutes. Oh, you can switch off the photocopier once it's done.
As so often in these sagas, a whole new can of worms. Did you hear that, headmistress? She's telling her niece what's coming up in the exams. Simon's already failed once, and there's that job waiting. Maria McAlane, it's changed, hasn't it?
Ah, it certainly has. I'd like to say...
You said no, first of all.
Yeah.
Have you changed your mind?
Well, I changed my mind about Catherine. She doesn't seem to do much cleaning. I think she could, she does a lot of good snooping, though. What she could do, see, is not just take the papers, but blackmail the headmistress and get her son a job as deputy head.
I just think you're looking for a way out.
Yeah.
I think you want to say, yes, she should open the thing. Judge Pickles, it's a straightforward moral issue.
It just shows how far criminality has extended in our society. The fact that it's up to a headmistress level, it doesn't mean that she's got to be dishonest and criminal. Criminals are made in the home, you know. That's what I found over the years. And if she isn't careful, she's going to make a criminal out of that young man. Because if he knows that she's taken those exam papers, what's he going to think about good conduct and so on? It could be ruined for him in the long run.
I always thought criminals were born, not made.
No.
Something to do with the chromosomes.
No.
You think it's nurture rather than nature, do you?
On the whole, yes.
So that might account for a lot in your case.
I think we're vindicated, Terry. Me and this magnificent 27 over here, we were proved right, you see, because they're all at it. They're all completely corrupt, as I suspected. Yeah. I mean, now it turns out he wants to work for a leisure centre. I mean, look, it's a Gordon Brittas job, isn't it, really? I mean, come on. He'd need a map to find, well, one part of his anatomy from another, wouldn't he, really? So I don't think there's any problem now. Now she's got no...
Two wrongs don't make a right.
But they could make a career, Terry. Two wrongs could make a career here.
Well, so let me recap. Jim Pickles is saying, as he has from the beginning, no, under no circumstance, it's immoral, it's illegal, she shouldn't steal the papers. Maria, you're wavering.
I'm saying maybe go for blackmail and espionage.
You're not saying yes or no?
I think maybe she should take the... I think
yes.
she should.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gary's been saying yes from the beginning.
Yeah, the only slight worry I have, he's a bit gormless, isn't he, Simon? I mean, it's all that... He reminds me of Harry Enfield's Kevin, you know, oh, he's so unfair. But, I mean, I think, yeah, without a doubt, if I was the mum, I'd take it. I'd have it, yeah.
Okay. So, what would our studio audience do if it were their son? Okay? Take your positions. Let's see how you vote this time with your little feet. Well, it still seems as if the noes have it by a considerable majority, but several people crossed the floor that time. Let's go down, see among the yeses those who think she should help her son. Who changed their mind here? Why did you change your mind?
Before, when I was setting up that side, I thought that, you know, no job is... Not having a qualification is not going to stop you getting a job. Now he's got a job on the line, I think he should take it.
Yeah, and of course the headmistress.
The mother should blackmail the teacher to help the child out.
Yes, there is definitely a criminal element in this crowd. Yeah. Don't you think this is immoral, illegal? That made me feel really stupid over here. I mean, look at this crowd. I mean, would you not do it for a son?
No, I wouldn't, no.
His whole life might depend on this.
I know, but I don't...
Is that your son behind you?
That's my son behind me.
What do you feel about that?
Well, I'll just have to become a TV presenter or...
No, you don't want to do that. Well, as you can see, feelings are running high here. So, remember, you at home can have your say in a moment because you're going to choose the ending. For now, let's see what's in store for Catherine as we near our dramatic, nay, epochal climax.
Kath, put them back.
Angie, I heard the headmistress on the phone.
I don't care. I don't want to know. I'm going to pretend I never saw this. Just put them back right now. Can you look me in the eye and say there's absolutely no chance of them spotting those papers have been touched? Then put them back.
Look, I know you want to help Simon, Kath, but this is the wrong way. Have you thought what he'd say if you came home with the exam paper?
Yeah, you'd be delighted.
Maybe not, Kath. Maybe it wouldn't do him any good at all to find out that his mother is a thief. I mean, what sort of example is that setting him?
What else can I do?
Maybe you should start thinking of the rest of us for a change instead of your precious son.
How do you mean?
You know the school wants to get rid of the clean company and get in someone cheaper. As it is, we're given the third degree if so much as a mop head goes missing. Can you imagine what would happen if they suspected an exam paper had been taken? They'd sack the lot of us.
Oh, yeah, but they need never know.
But they might, Kath, and if there's one chance that they might, you daren't do it. Or you're not the friend I thought you were.
I won't say anything, will you?
No, but don't do it again. Because if it's a choice between keeping my job or keeping quiet, then yes, I will tell them, Kath. I'm sorry, but I will.
Right, Simon, I'm off to work, all right?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, you dropped these. Oh, Simon.
OK, I'm cheating. It's my only option left. The exam's tomorrow. If I put these in my pen lids, I can get them out when no one's looking.
I can't let you do it.
Why not? It's my only chance of getting the exam. My only chance of getting the job.
Look, for crying out loud, Simon, it's the oldest trick in the book. The teachers know that. They'll be on the lookout. They'll catch you.
I just have to risk it.
They'll throw you out. You'll have a record that says you're a school cheat. I mean, you won't get a job in a burger bar, let alone a leisure centre.
Well, what else can I do? No one else can help me. No one.
They never get any easier as they go along, do they? So, should Mum demonstrate the art of cheating properly to young Simon, save him from being caught? Well, the choice is yours, because this is where you at home decide. Dial 0891 770001 for yes, Catherine should take the exam paper, or 0891 770002 for no, she should leave well alone. We've two endings. You choose the only one that we can show. Judge Pickles, a man of some sobriety, nay propriety, and who's been saying all the way along, no, she shouldn't.
Well, she really is a bit mixed up as this lady, because...
You can't blame her.
She says to her
bit
son...
of compassion, Jim.
She tells her son off and won't let him take these little cribs in the pen top. And on the other hand, she then goes to school and starts to do something worse, or considers doing something worse. And perhaps she needs a psychiatrist rather than anything.
But she's confused. She's a mother, for goodness sake, Jim. Jim, have you ever been a mother?
Well,
you don't...
Not yet.
Well, you don't understand, you see. I mean...
No, I've been a father 3 times, and I take the view that one has to bring one's children up properly and give them a good example. And I'm rather... People on that side ought to be ashamed of themselves, in my view.
I'm amazed.
He's not known as the hanging judge for nothing.
I'm amazed at her mate Angie, you know, the grass. I mean, this is a woman who should know how tough it is out there, because she used to be on TV in Angels, and now she's sweeping up the school. What's going on?
Yes, but she knows that he cheated to get the exam, that he didn't deserve to get there.
Well, you look at, and he's probably very well geared for this society, really, with all the scandals in the cabinet.
I thought, you know, he would probably be much more moral than his mother, but he was trying to cheat himself anyway by sticking those little things
But
in.
everybody does at exams in school, don't they? They put little bits of paper in.
I took a lot of exams. I never saw anybody do it, not at my school.
But maths, he's not training to be an accountant. He doesn't want to be a financial wizard or anything like that. He's not working in computers. All he wants to be is work in a leisure centre.
He wants to be Gordon British.
All he wants to do, I mean, the only maths he's going to be involved there is measuring someone's biceps or something like that.
Why doesn't she try and suck the exam papers up the Hoover when she's cleaning and say it was a horrible accident?
Because they're not loose.
I think probably she shouldn't take the exam papers, but she should definitely shop the headmistress, thereby gaining a bit of moral high ground herself.
Yeah, we're getting away from the point here. Now, the Judge Jim Pickles has said all along, no. You've been wavering in between the two. I admit you're not in the best position in the world between Gary and Jim Pickles.
A rose between two thorns, I think, Terry. Anything to make her smile, really, because she's so miserable, isn't she?
Yeah.
I'm now changing back again, I'm afraid.
Yeah?
I hate to agree with the judge because it really goes against the grain.
What?
But, but I'm going to.
Slander, that's slander.
Is it? Take me to court.
Gary, you're saying, as you said from the beginning, yes, take the papers.
All I'm saying to the people at home and to the good people in the studio is do not throw this poor but simple boy onto the scrap heap. It's in your hands. Let him work.
You see?
Oh, really? He'll get a job as a royal reporter on The Sun, probably.
Oh, that's very interesting, pal. So I want you to keep phoning for the ending of your choice while we take a final visit to the studio audience. Anybody going to change their minds this time? Okay, everybody up ski. And for the final time this evening, both with your feet. Well, the no's have been in the startling majority from the very beginning, and there's even more of them there now. Less people under yes. But let's go to the yeses, because I did see somebody, perhaps the only person who crossed the floor from there to here. Why did you decide to do that?
He's not going to need to know a lot of the stuff that's going to be in the exam paper, so if his mum can help him, then she should.
Okay, okay, morals still haven't come into it here. There's a man with a powerful opinion up here. Yeah. I've come a long way to talk to you, so go on, give us...
Thank you. I think everybody sitting over there, you're all hypocrites, like... Because if it happened to these people, they would take it without a doubt.
Well, what about the difference between right and wrong?
Well, that doesn't come into it. In the end of the day, it's the money that counts.
Who shouted, get a life? Okay, so you've been sitting here from the beginning. You take the moral view.
Well, I agree with the judge, you know.
Yeah?
If he wants it bad enough, application is the key, you know. Work it. Go for it.
Well, rarely have I seen feelings run so high. Well, thank you for your calls, and I'm afraid you have to stop phoning now because the lines are closed and the vote is cast. Is it going to be a close one? What have you decided? Should Catherine steal for her son, or will that do more harm than good? This is what you have decided is the right thing to do. You voted at home, no. Catherine should not steal the exam paper. What's going to happen to poor, numerically challenged Simon? I'll find out after we thank the panel. Gary Bushell, Maria McAlane, and Judge Pickles. The choice was yours. I just hope you're happy with what you've done. Good night.
I can't let you do it. It's not right.
It's my only chance of getting the exam.
Look, I know it's tempting to cheat, believe me, I know. But it's just not worth it. It's too much to risk.
Don't even ask. It was a disaster.
No, you don't. No, wait until the result.
I don't need official confirmation, Mum. I failed.
Well, how did you get on?
I've got it. What do you you think?
Oh, well done, love. I'm really pleased for you. Let's have a look. Come on, it's all right. It's not too bad, is it?
Not bad. Yeah, I'll start on Monday and they go, put me on chips. They said that maybe in 5 years' time, I could get to be second assistant deputy manager. Mum?
You're a politician. You're having an affair with a married man. A serious crime is committed. You could help the police to solve it.
Are you sure there is nothing you would like to tell us?
But if you tell them what you know, you risk being blackmailed. Political career in the balance on Do the Right Thing.